All right, guys, you know how much I love AI. I don't know, you love AI as much as I do, or what?
It's all right.
It's all right. Well, anyway, we got another video we're going to react to. This is done by Aze Alter. It's called Age of Beyond, If Humans and AI Unite. And it's kind of like just giving you a vision of the potential future of humans and AI and what we might become. And then after we're done watching it, we'll talk about it.
All right.
Together, we built a new future where natural and artificial minds collaborated. Earth was in harmony. But above the skies is where we became limitless. Luna was the first site for large-scale space engineering. It was from here we pushed onward. On the red soil, we built our first interplanetary city. New Olympus. Slowly, the essence of Earth took root. Mars was now our second home.
Have a lovely night.
In the asteroid belt, we tapped into nearly infinite material. We rose above the acid clouds of Venus, proving the harshest worlds could be reimagined. Callisto linked the moons of Jupiter, and with time, I emerged as a thinking city. Our path was no longer found. It was made. "40 kilometers beneath Europa's surface, the silence broke. On Io, we learned to channel the chaos. And some worlds were not found. They were built. Who knows where we'll go, or what will become? The rest lies beyond.
Did you get chills at all? Did you get a little bit of
I
chills?
did not
I
get
did.
chills.
I got a little bit of chills because I'm softy and a nerd that way.
I didn't get chills, but I was impressed. Like, who made this?
Aze Alter.
Yeah, but I mean, how did they make it? Was that all computer graphics?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not that
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm saying, was there any AI usage?
I
in
don't
there,
know.
or was that somebody worked on that?
I'm not exactly sure, but
It's probably a little
anyway,
disappointing that I got to ask. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
hope they're like, "What the hell? We did that by scratch." Whatever the method was, it looked visually.
Well, it says the music
super
was
impressive.
done by Scott Buckley. The co-producer was, I can't even pronounce that, Nook Young. So
Looked impressive.
Producers,
Looked
very
cool.
well done. Very
Looked
well
very
done.
cool.
But yeah, vision of the future. I love that. That hit me in all the spots that get my imagination going.
What part of it gave you chills?
Just the part where it was kind of like, I guess when the music kind of elevated and the ships were moving and they found life for the first encounter with new life out there, and then the worlds that we built ourselves. It just kind of like opens you up to like all the things we could, possibly achieve And imagine how much faster we could all get there if we put aside some of our pettiness. That I feel like that's so much part of our problem, is that we're scrounging for survival so much on this planet, trying to like everyone like get their own like piece of the pie, that like we've lost a vision of like what we could actually get to if we could somehow like put some of the pettiness aside and have like gazillionaires and then people who can't even afford food into a world where it's like, let's just make the machine that makes food for, just the Star Trek machine.
What are you talking about? One day man will be spread across the cosmos, and he'll have it'll be all in the fad to have a whole planet to yourself.
Yeah, I've actually got 10 planets
surrounded by AI. No other humans. I own this planet. And what are you even doing here? Shoot that thing down. Why is it going over my planet? Hopefully not. Just kidding around. Do you remember after Avatar came out, there was this term that was like Avatar depression? Like people would, they would be so into how everything looked in the lifestyle that they would get sad that wasn't real.
Oh yeah?
Just don't do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on down here to be excited about. And only somebody deceiving you would tell you that you ought to be unsatisfied with what already is. There's plenty here to be satisfied with. It's just a matter of perspective. So don't get depressed that this isn't the case. This may or may not be the case. Maybe it'll be the thing I said, and in the future fat cats will be like, finally, I've got a whole planet I'm king of. But hopefully not. Hopefully something more like this would happen. Yeah. Seems great. What's the problem? Seems cool.
Well, some of the things that like were invented, like when they released Star Trek, like when you could have like a cordless phone and stuff like that, and the computers and stuff like that, those things exist and are even better now than those things that they had in Star Trek, which were all imagination back then. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we're coming in, we're creating things like this, giving us a vision, things that were like possible, like things we could create. Eons from now, who knows? We might be there. Like I know in China, they got flying taxis now. They're creating quantum chips. They just, what was the dire wolf? They brought the dire wolf back from extinction. They've got like all these things are happening. The possibilities are there. And I don't know, I get excited about it. I'm like, ooh. Lots of cool, like you said, there's lots of cool stuff happening right now in here. So.
You're excited about it. Some people be nervous about some of those things. Some people would have a contrary opinion about them.
Well, if you're very traditional and you wanted to keep things the same, and I like the way that it is. And we've talked about this before. Maybe there's a possible world where both can exist, where like those who choose to live they choose to stop time essentially and live in a city that's only goes as far as the 70s or something like that.
Yeah.
They can have that city. They can live there and play the part and have their rusty old truck or do whatever they do.
On a spaceship planet.
Yeah, on a spaceship planet. Yeah, or in a simulator. There's so much beyond here that this didn't even touch. Like, what happens when you don't even have to use your physical body anymore and you can go straight into imagination. The world, that the universe that exists just within your imagination, what you could create, and you could spend your entire life there. It's kind of like what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where they live whole lifetime in a dream, a dream within a dream.
With the right eyes, a piece of cave painting can be utterly satisfying, but with the wrong eyes, an endless kingdom of imagination is nothing but not enough. It's not enough. More. I want more imagination. I want more wires hooked into me, feeding me dopamine while I'm looking at this. That is an aspect of this. It's like that old parable of the guy, the man that finds the wishing, whatever it is. He finds something you can wish with.
Yeah.
And they goes, what do you want? And he goes, I'll take a kingdom. And then he goes, what else do you want? And he goes, I get more. And he goes, yeah. He goes, 2 kingdoms, I guess. And then it goes on, and then it ends with him just wishing for more and more kingdoms infinitely. He goes, because the genie's kind of playing with him. He goes, why have 2 when you can have 3? And the guy goes, yeah, all right, I'll take 3. And he goes, why have 3 when you can have 6? He goes, yeah, I'll take 6. But at the same time, a piece of lint can be utterly captivating with the right eyes. Just watch out for the transcript, the egoic possession within the mind that goes, I don't even want to be somebody that's satisfied with a piece of lint. I don't want that for myself. I want to be endlessly captivated by infinite entertainment.
Yeah.
Just be aware of it. Plays a part in this, in my opinion.
There's a weird thing that happens. It's interesting you bring that up because, like, if you do, I'm sure you've probably tried this, where you pull yourself away from all the electronics, all the stimulus, and you go away for a while, and then when you come back to it, the little thing is more appeasing than it actually was.
Absolutely,
because you were gone for so long. Everything else actually seemed very loud. You know,
do that.
Yeah.
Do that and see what that's teaching you, because that's teaching an important lesson.
Yeah.
But what will happen is very shortly after those simple things, they become mundane and you're absolutely captivated again.
Yeah.
But then you go, okay, well, I guess I'll just do this sensory deprivation thing back and forth, and that'll make everything sustainably good. To me, I eventually arrived at a thing and said, what is the only sustainable game in town? Because none of this stuff is sustainable. Experiences and states of being come and go. Emotional states come and go. It all comes and goes.
Yep.
So what is the one sustainable thing? And there's an answer to that, which I'm not going to get into because I just don't want to right now. And I think there's other people you go find that are probably better pointers at it.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Well, we'll leave it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction on this Age of Beyond by Aze Alter. Go check out that channel and all the good content they got going on. Hopefully you like this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone till next time,
Stay spiritual.